Alicia, what are your thoughts on programmes like Love Island?
Well, apart from quite enjoying watching the odd episode, I mean, I'm not a massive follower or massive fan. I think the thing about Love Island is that it's made for middle to late adolescents and grown-ups. And the thing about it is that, as far as I can see, it's all about comparing left, right and centre. It's all about body image. It's all about how you look. It's all about fast relationships. It's about sexual relationships. And it is just not appropriate for, I'm really sorry, but years 5, 6, 7 even to be watching it. And I've met plenty of parents who will sit there and watch it with that age group. And I don't think that is acceptable. Because ultimately they'll say, well, you don't actually see anybody having sex. Well, no, because they're underneath the duvet. But the difference between that and something like Poldark is in Poldark, they're not actually having sex, whereas in Love Island, they are actually having sex. So you've got to be really, really careful about the messages that we're giving teenagers about that kind of thing. Is it acceptable to be judging people purely on how they look? Is it acceptable to set up these kind of social experiments which actually have a pretty intense psychological impact on the people participating? I think that's the same with Big Brother, things like Super Size, Super Skinny Me, all of those programs which make for kind of interesting watching. We've got to think about the impact on the people involved and on those watching. And I don't think that young teenagers have the maturity always to understand that actually what they're watching isn't necessarily either a depiction of reality or of what should be going on. I remember watching Super Size, Super Skinny Me with one of my kids, and at the time I was kind of horrified by the whole thing, and I thought, just practice what you preach. So I said to her, what do you think or feel watching this programme? And she goes, God, Mum, haven't any of them got any sense of balance? At which point, having desperately wanted to turn the TV off, I thought, actually she's got it. So we need to be questioning them about the impact it's having on them, the impact it's having on society as a whole, the impact it might be having on the contestants, and doing a little bit of the reality checking. Because, yeah, it makes for good TV. Some of it's really funny, some of it's really entertaining. But is it really what we want young teenagers to think is the way of the world? I don't think so.